Karmic debt is the only travel visa that is always denied. It is the one document that cannot be forged, the one application that cannot be fast-tracked with influence or money. And right now, a whole group of people are learning that heaven's verdict is final. For the longest time, they tried to ground you. They built their mess around you like a fortress, hoping the stench and the chaos would keep you pinned down, stuck in their drama forever. But they made a fatal error in their spiritual calculation. They thought the mess was your prison. It was never your prison. It was their own anchor, and they just dropped it. The weight you feel lifting off your shoulders right now is the sound of that anchor hitting the seabed of their own consequence. They are now officially stuck, and you have just been cleared for takeoff. Chapter 1: The reversal of gravity. For what felt like a lifetime, you have been living under an artificial weight. This was not the natural pressure of life or the noble burden of purpose. This was a synthetic, manufactured gravity, engineered by those who feared your ascent. They piled it on piece by piece. Every lie was a lead plate. Every act of betrayal was a concrete block. Every whispered insinuation in a room you were not in was another layer of dense, suffocating atmosphere they hoped would keep you bound to their level. This gravity manifested not just as emotional burden but as a tangible physical reality. It was the chronic fatigue that clung to you like a wet coat, the brain fog that made clear thought feel like a luxury, the creative blocks that turned your passions into chores. It was the feeling of speaking a clear truth only to be met with blank stares, as if your words had to travel through a distorted medium to reach others. They mistook your resilience for acceptance, believing you were simply strong enough to carry their garbage for them. They celebrated your strength while actively working to test its limits, hoping one day it would finally snap, leaving you crushed beneath the accumulated debris of their own insecurities. You felt it in your body, a heaviness in your bones, a weariness that sleep could not fix. You felt it in your spirit, a sense of being perpetually held back, like a runner trying to sprint through deep water. Every step forward required 10 times the normal effort. Every victory felt muted, as if the sound had to travel through thick mud to reach you. This was their system, their carefully constructed reality designed to make you believe that struggle was your natural state and that your sky was meant to be a low ceiling. But overnight, something snapped. And it wasn't you. It was their system. For some it was a loud, jarring crack, like the sound of ice breaking underfoot. For others, it was a quiet, internal click, a subtle shift in the fabric of reality that was felt more than heard. The laws of spiritual physics, which they thought they could bend to their will, have reasserted themselves with absolute authority. A cosmic rebalancing has occurred. The artificial gravity they generated has collapsed in on itself, creating a singularity of consequence right where they stand. All the weight they placed on you has been recalled, returned to sender with an invoice for the energetic cost of its misuse. What you are feeling now, that sudden lightness in your chest, that inexplicable urge to stand up straighter, to breathe deeper, is the sensation of being restored to your natural state. It is zero gravity. The chains did not just break, they evaporated. The pressure did not just lift, it was revealed to have been an illusion all along. This is a physical and spiritual phenomenon. In the coming days, you will notice it in small ways. You will wake up before your alarm, not with dread, but with a quiet, humming energy. Your body will feel younger, more capable. The chronic aches and pains that were a map of their attacks will begin to fade. This is not a placebo effect. This is your biology responding to the removal of a profound spiritual toxin. They, on the other hand, are experiencing the opposite. The full weight of their actions, their intentions, their deceit has come home to roost. It has landed squarely on their shoulders. They are now the ones moving through deep water. They feel sluggish, confused, and impossibly heavy. Getting out of bed is a monumental effort. Simple tasks feel overwhelming. Their minds are foggy, trapped in loops of paranoia and regret. They misplace their keys, forget important appointments, and find themselves staring into space, unable to formulate a coherent plan. This is the mess they are stuck in. It is not just a series of inconvenient events, it is a spiritual state of being. They are anchored by the very things they tried to anchor you with. The lies they told now form a labyrinth in their own minds. The alliances they formed through manipulation are now crumbling, creating a sinkhole of distrust beneath their feet. They cannot move forward because they are pinned down by the sheer mass of their own karmic footprint. They thought they were building a prison for you, but they were actually just building their own tomb, brick by heavy brick. What you must understand is that this process was not a punishment for you. It was a purification. The immense pressure they applied was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to transform you. It was the divine alchemy that turns carbon into diamond. You were being prepared, strengthened, and condensed into a form so pure and resilient that no earthly pressure could ever threaten you again. You are not just free, you are fundamentally changed. You are lighter, stronger, and clearer than ever before. While they are just beginning to learn the crushing lessons of spiritual gravity, you have already graduated. You have learned how to fly. To anchor the energy of this profound shift, like this video now. It is a signal to the universe that you accept this reversal and claim your freedom. To connect with the others who are ascending alongside you, subscribe and join the collective. This is no longer a solo mission. In the comments, enter the divine code 77. This is not just a number, it is your energetic signature, a stamp on your divine passport confirming you are ready for the journey ahead. Finally, let this message play again in the background. Allow the frequency of this truth to recalibrate your subconscious, overwriting the old programming of limitation and replacing it with the undeniable reality of your ascension. Chapter 2: The Divine Passport. Your travel is not a vacation. Let's make that clear from the start. This is not an escape from your problems or a leisurely tour of the world. This is a divine deployment. You are being moved from a compromised position to a strategic one. The call to travel you are feeling, this deep, soul-level pull toward a new horizon, is a celestial summons. It is an assignment. For years, you were kept in a holding pattern, a state of spiritual and sometimes physical containment. This was a period of intense training and observation. You were being tested, not by the people who thought they were your jailers, but by the universe itself. The tests were simple. Could you maintain your integrity under pressure? Could you hold on to your light in manufactured darkness? Could you keep your heart open even after it was repeatedly broken? Every test you passed was another stamp in a passport you did not even know you were carrying. This is the divine passport. It is not a booklet of paper issued by a government. It is an energetic document, a living credential encoded in your very essence. Your resilience is its biometric data. Your compassion is its watermark. Your survival is its proof of authenticity. The ink used for the stamps is a mixture of your own tears and the light of every dawn you lived to see. The loneliness you were forced to endure was not a punishment, it was a cosmic quarantine. You were being intentionally isolated to protect you from the low-frequency contagion of their world. While they were mired in gossip, jealousy, and superficial alliances, you were being kept in a sterile environment, shielded from the spiritual plagues of cynicism, groupthink, and ambition devoid of soul. This solitude was a sacred space where your unique gifts could be cultivated without interference. It forced you to find your own strength, to hear your own inner voice, to connect directly with your source without the static of outside opinions. They thought they were ostracizing you, pushing you to the margins. In reality, heaven was consecrating you, setting you apart for a holy purpose. Each stamp in your divine passport corresponds to a specific trial you overcame. The stamp for betrayal, the deep indigo color, taught you discernment. The stamp for loss, a shimmering silver, taught you true value. The stamp for public humiliation, a brilliant gold, taught you unshakable self-worth. Surviving their calculated smear campaign earned you the stamp of reputational invincibility. Enduring their gaslighting earned you the stamp of unwavering inner truth. You were not just collecting wounds, you were earning clearances. You have been granted access to realms, dimensions, and opportunities that are completely inaccessible to those who operate from a place of ego and deceit. Their passports are void. They are on a universal no-fly list, grounded by their own choices, their names flashing red on a celestial monitor. In the days and weeks ahead, you will feel this passport activating within you. It will feel like a warm glow emanating from your heart's center, a quiet confidence that settles deep in your gut. You will begin to notice synchronicities related to travel and movement. You might see the same city name pop up 3 times in one day. You might overhear a conversation in a foreign language that feels strangely familiar. You might see flight numbers or airport codes in random places, like on a license plate or a receipt. A recurring animal, like a hawk or a butterfly, may cross your path repeatedly, acting as your spirit travel agent, confirming your direction. Pay attention. These are not coincidences. This is the universe showing you your itinerary. It is confirming your destination. You may receive a sudden, out-of-the-blue job offer in another state or even another country. You may get a text from a friend you have not spoken to in years, inviting you to visit. You might simply wake up one morning with an overwhelming, illogical certainty that you need to go to a specific place. Do not rationalize it away. Do not let fear or doubt talk you out of it. This is your ticket being hand-delivered by the divine. Your only job is to accept it. They cannot follow you where you are going. There are no connecting flights from their hell to your heaven. The frequency required for this journey is one they simply cannot generate. Your new location is vibrationally gated. Only those who carry the light of authenticity, whose passports are stamped with the ink of integrity, can pass through. You are not just moving to a new place, you are ascending to a new plane of existence. Chapter 3: Cleaning house while they are buried in theirs. There is a fundamental difference between the cleaning you are about to do and the mess they are currently trapped in. Your process is one of conscious, deliberate preparation for a new beginning. Theirs is an involuntary confrontation with a chaotic end. You are packing for a destination. They are being buried by their own debris. This period for you is about creating a vacuum, a sacred emptiness that the universe will rush to fill with blessings. It is a time of shedding. Look around your home. You will feel a sudden and powerful urge to declutter. That pile of old mail, those clothes you have not worn in 5 years, the gifts from people who hurt you, they are not just physical objects. They are energetic anchors to a past that no longer serves you. That sweater from an ex still holds the memory of their hollow promises. That souvenir from a toxic workplace is a tether to the frequency of oppression. Getting rid of them is not just tidying up, it is a spiritual exorcism. You are releasing the final remnants of the old gravity, severing vibrational cords with surgical precision. As you clear out your physical space, you will feel your inner space expanding. It will feel light, liberating, and full of promise. This is not a chore, it is a ceremony. Every item you discard is a declaration that you are making room for the new. Simultaneously, you will be cleaning house in your digital and social life. You will scroll through your phone and feel a visceral repulsion to certain names. Deleting their numbers will not feel petty, it will feel like snipping a toxic cord. Unfollowing them on social media will not be about avoidance, it will be about curating your energetic field, ensuring that you are no longer receiving their low vibrational broadcasts. This includes deleting old photos, clearing out email inboxes filled with painful exchanges, and leaving group chats that have become reservoirs of negativity. This is you, Marie Kondo, in your soul, asking of every connection, does this spark divine joy? Does this align with my assignment? If the answer is no, you will release it without guilt or hesitation. You are packing your bags for the next phase of your life, and there is simply no room for excess baggage. Every ounce of weight matters. Contrast this with their situation. They are not cleaning. They are drowning. The mess they made was not just a temporary inconvenience they created for you, it was the sum total of their life's work. It is a monument to their poor choices. And now, the walls of that monument are closing in on them. Their mess consists of exposed lies that are now demanding to be acknowledged. It is a web of deceit so tangled that they can no longer remember who they told what to. Their alliances, built on the shaky ground of mutual opportunism, are fracturing under the pressure of consequence. The people they used as pawns are waking up and demanding answers. The favors they called in have come due with exorbitant interest. They are not choosing to deal with this. They are being forced to. Imagine someone on an episode of Hoarders, Karmic edition, trapped in a house filled with towers of their own negativity, the air thick with the stench of decay, tripping over the physical manifestations of their broken promises. That is their reality. They are sifting through wreckage, not by choice, but because the ceiling has collapsed and they are trying to find air. Their cleaning is a desperate, panicked act of survival. You will notice a key difference in their energy versus yours. Your energy is becoming streamlined, focused, and forward-moving. Theirs is chaotic, scattered, and stuck in a loop. In the coming days, you must be vigilant. As they feel themselves sinking, their survival instinct will kick in, and they will look for a life raft. You have always been their life raft. Expect a phone call, a desperate email, a mutual friend reaching out on their behalf. They will try to pull you back in, not with genuine remorse, but with a new crisis, a new drama, a new piece of their mess that they will try to convince you is your responsibility to fix. They will use language like, I know I messed up, but you're the only one who really understands me. This is the final test of your resolve. Recognize it for what it is, an attempt to anchor you to their sinking ship. Your only response is to bless them from a distance and keep packing your bags. Your journey cannot be delayed by their self-inflicted disasters. You have your ticket, your passport is stamped, and your new life is waiting at the gate. Chapter 4: The echoes of their panic. As you continue to detach and elevate, a strange phenomenon will occur. You will begin to perceive their chaos, but you will no longer be affected by it. This is a sign of your spiritual maturation. In the past, your empathy was an open wound. You would absorb their anxiety, their anger, and their fear as if it were your own. Their drama would become your stress. This was not a flaw, it was a part of your training. That raw, unfiltered empathy was an antenna being calibrated. Now, that antenna has evolved into a highly sophisticated radar system. You can detect the storms on their horizon, reading their energetic barometric pressure and wind speed, all while remaining safely outside their path. You can observe the frequency of their panic without having to tune your own energy to it. This new perception will manifest in subtle, sensory ways. You might be in a moment of complete peace, and a sudden, intrusive thought of them will flash through your mind, accompanied by a feeling of intense turmoil. But just as quickly, a wave of calm will wash over you, the deep inner knowing that this turmoil is not yours. You might experience a fleeting metallic taste in your mouth, recognizing it as the taste of their bitterness. You might catch a faint whiff of something burning, a psychic scent of the bridges they are now torching in their desperation. It is like hearing a faint police siren in the distance. You are aware of the emergency, but you are safe inside your home. You may experience this in your dreams. You might have vivid dreams of them being lost in a maze, trapped in a house with no doors, or trying to make a phone call on a dead phone. You will wake from these dreams not with fear, but with a sense of clarity and confirmation. These are not nightmares. These are energetic reports, dispatches from the front lines of their karmic war, delivered to your subconscious to validate your decision to move on. You are being shown, in no uncertain terms, the reality you have successfully transcended. This is not for the purpose of gloating or schadenfreude. It is for the purpose of solidification. The universe is providing you with undeniable proof that your path is the correct one, reinforcing the spiritual boundary between their reality and yours. They are screaming into a void. The energetic lines they once had to you have been severed. Their manipulations, their attempts to guilt-trip you, their angry outbursts, they are all firing off into dead air. The people they used to triangulate and rally against you are now preoccupied with their own problems, many of which are the direct fallout from their association with them. The system that once enabled their behavior, the social structures or workplaces that turned a blind eye, is now turning its Chinese letter I upon them. They are being audited, questioned, and held accountable. The echo you are sensing is the sound of their old world crumbling. The most critical test during this phase will come not from them directly, but from their emissaries. Be on high alert for the flying monkeys, the individuals from their circle who will approach you under the guise of concern or friendship. They will come bearing news and gossip about the chaos unfolding in their lives, their eyes wide with false sincerity. They will say things like, "I'm so worried about them," or "Have you heard what happened? It's just awful." Their goal is not to inform you. Their goal is to gauge your reaction, to see if there is still a hook they can sink into you. They are testing the fence for weaknesses. They want to see if they can trigger your old patterns of sympathy or your desire to be a savior. Do not engage. Do not take the bait. Your power in this situation lies in your serene and loving detachment. A simple, "I wish them the best," is a complete response. It is a polite but firm closure of the conversation. You are the operator telling them this line is no longer in service. Recognize these encounters for what they are: energetic phishing attempts designed to steal your password and drag you back into their corrupted network. Bless them, block them, and then turn your attention back to the map of your new destination. Their panic is their curriculum. You have already passed that class. Chapter 5, The Untraceable Blueprint. Your next move is spiritually encrypted. The plan for your journey, for this divine deployment, is not stored on a hard drive they can access or written in a language they can decipher. It exists on a higher plane, a divine schematic that is revealed to you and you alone, one step at a time. This is the untraceable blueprint. It is heaven's strategy to ensure your safe and successful relocation without any interference from those who wish to hold you back. They are trying to figure you out. In their panic, they are scrambling to predict your next step, to anticipate where you are going so they can try to set up another roadblock. They are looking at your social media, talking to mutual acquaintances, trying to piece together clues. But they will find nothing, because your moves are no longer dictated by worldly logic. They are using a two-dimensional map to understand a five-dimensional journey. Their calculations will always be wrong. You are not operating from your ego anymore, you are operating from your spirit. And your spirit takes its orders directly from the source. This is why their efforts are doomed to fail. It's like they are stuck with a dial-up connection trying to hack into a quantum encrypted satellite network. The very frequency of the information is beyond their capacity to even perceive, let alone intercept. This is why you are not being given the full map. You are being guided by divine intuition, a series of inspired nudges and next logical steps. You might feel a sudden impulse to take a different route to work, where you see a sign that triggers a profound realization. You might feel compelled to read a book, and a single sentence will give you the answer you have been seeking for months. You might feel the urge to call a specific person, and they will provide the exact resource you need to move forward. An accidental wrong turn might lead you past the for rent sign on the apartment you've been dreaming of. This one-step-at-a-time process is a divine security measure. It prevents the enemy, both external and the internal enemy of your own doubt, from sabotaging the plan. If you knew the entire blueprint, your logical mind might try to talk you out of it. It would raise objections, point out risks, and create fear. By receiving your instructions piece by piece, you are forced to walk by faith, not by sight. You are building the muscle of absolute trust in your divine guidance, a trust that becomes its own form of armor. Meanwhile, they remain physically and spiritually stuck because their own mess acts as a powerful magnetic field, locking them into their current coordinates. Their low-frequency emotions, guilt, anger, fear, resentment, are like lead boots. They literally cannot achieve the vibrational velocity required to ascend to your new territory. The universe has laws, and one of them is that you cannot enter a space for which you are not an energetic match. They do not have the clearance. Their passports are not just void, they are flagged by a celestial system that recognizes their toxic signature. So while you may worry that they will follow you or interfere with your new life, you must understand that this is a spiritual impossibility. They are bound by the law of gravity they tried to impose on you. The mess they made is not just a situation, it is a location. It is a low-density reality pocket, and they are its sole inhabitants. They are quarantined by their own consciousness. Your job is not to worry about them. Your job is to listen carefully for your next instruction. Trust the process. Trust the quiet whisper that tells you to turn left when logic says go straight. That whisper is your encrypted channel, your direct line to the divine architect. The blueprint is perfect, it is protected, and it is unfolding exactly as it should. Embrace the mystery, for in it lies your ultimate security. Chapter 6. The currency of your scars. Every tear you ever cried in secret was a deposit. Every night you spent awake, wrestling with anxiety and betrayal, was a contribution to a celestial savings account. Every time you chose integrity when deception would have been easier, you were making a high-yield investment. Every moment you held your tongue when you wanted to rage, every prayer you whispered into the darkness when you had no hope left, every act of kindness you showed to someone who had been cruel to you, these were all transactions, logged and recorded in the great spiritual ledger. For years you believed you were just surviving, just enduring. You thought your pain was a debt, a punishment, or simply a sign of your own failure. This is the greatest lie the enemy ever told you. Your suffering was never a liability. It was the process of accumulating immense spiritual capital. That account has now reached its full maturity, and the universe, as the divine banker, has just released the funds. The journey you are about to embark on has already been paid for in full. The currency was your resilience. The currency was your faith in the dark. The currency was your scars. This is not a metaphor. This is a spiritual transaction. The resources you need for your next chapter will now begin to flow into your life with astonishing speed and synchronicity. This currency will not manifest only as money, although for many of you, a sudden and unexpected financial windfall is imminent. A forgotten investment will mature, a legal settlement will resolve in your favor, a creative idea will suddenly become wildly profitable, or a debt will be mysteriously forgiven. but the true wealth is the currency of favor. This is the invisible hand of God opening doors that were sealed shut. It's the red tape that dissolves as you approach, the bureaucratic policy that gets bent just this once for you for no discernible reason. It is the yes you receive from a person who says no to everyone else. It is the perfect apartment becoming available the day you start looking. It is the key person you need to meet coincidentally sitting next to you on a bus. This is the universe spending the capital you earned. Your scars are now your credentials. They are the lines on your spiritual resume that prove you have the strength, wisdom, and humility to handle the weight of the blessings that are coming. When heaven looks at you, it does not see a victim. It sees a seasoned, field-tested veteran who has proven they can be trusted with a high-level assignment. While you are experiencing this divine influx, they are in a state of spiritual bankruptcy. They spent their life force on petty dramas, on schemes, on maintaining false appearances. Their energy was invested in demolition, not construction. Now the bills for all that negative expenditure have come due. The mess they are stuck in is the Karmic collection agency knocking on their door. They are overdrawn, their accounts are frozen, and their credit line of grace has been revoked. They are energetically over-leveraged, having taken out karmic loans they can never repay, and now their spiritual assets are being liquidated. Their good name, which they worked so hard to protect through manipulation, is now worthless currency. They are trying to solve their problems with the same broken tools and depleted energy that created them in the first place, which is why they are stuck in a loop of failure and frustration. They have no spiritual capital to draw upon. The people they used have turned their backs. The luck they relied on has run dry. They are trying to pay for a mountain of debt with an empty wallet. In the coming weeks, you must adopt a mindset of radical receptivity. When an opportunity appears, do not question whether you are worthy. Your worthiness was forged in the fire. To question it is to devalue the pain that paid for it. When a gift is offered, accept it with grace. This is not charity, it is your return on investment. When a path clears before you, walk it with confidence. It was paved with your tears. This is not luck. This is divine compensation. Your past pain has been transmuted into the fuel for your future. Use it to buy your ticket, to pack your bags, and to step boldly into the new world that you have, in the truest sense of the word, earned. Chapter 7. The Arrival and the Assignment. The journey itself is a final purification, a shedding of the last remnants of your old identity. But do not mistake the journey for the destination. The travel is not an escape, it is a delivery. You are a sacred package being delivered to a specific time and place where your energy is desperately needed. This is your arrival. Whether it is a new city, a new job, a new community, or simply a new state of consciousness, you will know you have arrived by the profound and unmistakable feeling of homecoming. It will be a place you may have never seen before, yet your soul will recognize it instantly. The air will feel right in your lungs, as if it was made for you. The light will look different, more vibrant, as if a filter has been lifted from your eyes. You will feel a deep click of alignment, a sense of rightness in your bones that quiets all the noise in your mind. Even your physical body will relax in a way it hasn't in years, releasing tension you didn't even know you were holding. This is the lock, and you are the key. This is your designated position on the divine grid. Your assignment in this new space is one of deceptive simplicity. You are to be. You are not being sent to fight, to struggle, or to convince anyone of anything. Your era of fighting from the trenches is over. You have been moved to a high ground, a position of strategic influence. Your assignment is to simply exist in your authentic, healed, and empowered state. Your very presence, your frequency, is the primary agent of change. By holding your peace in a place of chaos, you create a sanctuary. By speaking your truth in a place of deception, you become a beacon. By living in joy and abundance in a place of lack and fear, you demonstrate a higher possibility for everyone around you. You are a living, breathing testament to a different way. You become a tuning fork for the environment. You do not have to preach or teach, because those who are ready will subconsciously begin to harmonize with your vibration. Your frequency is the weapon. Your peace is the battle plan. Your light is the victory. The system you have been inserted into will begin to recalibrate around you. Old, corrupt structures that thrive on low-frequency energy will find your presence intolerable. Your light will act as a divine disinfectant, exposing hidden darkness and forcing it to the surface, like turning on a bright light in a room full of creatures that have thrived in the shadows. They will scatter on their own. People who operate through manipulation and deceit will be unable to maintain their masks around you. They will either be forced to become authentic or they will be forced to leave. You will not have to raise your voice or lift a finger. The simple, unwavering vibration of your integrity will do the work. It will disrupt their patterns, short-circuit their agendas, and dismantle their fragile power structures from the inside out. While you are doing this sacred work of being, they will still be back where you left them, forever cleaning a mess that never gets smaller. Their world is shrinking, defined by the parameters of their past mistakes. It is a television screen slowly losing its signal until it is nothing but static. Your world is expanding infinitely, a new universe just beginning its formation, with new possibilities birthing themselves every moment. They are trapped in a feedback loop of consequence, while you have entered a feedback loop of grace. The arrival is not an ending. It is the true beginning. When you get to where you are going, the first person you have a meaningful conversation with will say a phrase or a word that directly confirms a secret hope you held in your heart. This is your final signal from the universe. You are in position. The assignment has begun.